Hi folks, welcome to Western Civ 1. I'm your instructor, Dr. Jeff Myers, and I'm going to make this real quick class tutorial, probably cut it into 2 short videos, and we're going to go through it, how class runs, how to turn in all your assignments, what your assignments are, how to navigate our web page, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll. So when you get into class, it's going to show up right here. So welcome. This is where you're going to enter class every time. And everything that you need is on the left-hand side here, and it's all in order. And once you, go through a week or two, just a week, you'll know exactly what to do. Everything's the same for the whole class. So, getting started. Let's learn some early Western history. I just want to say this is an online course that is only taught via Blackboard. Right, so all your information, lessons, assignments, comms, blogs, grades will be found here. If you'd like to, below, you can read a little bit about me. There's me and my wife last September. She was pregnant with Hugo right here. This is my son Lev, just turned 3, August 24th. Hugo turns 1, September 12th. So those are our two boys and my wife, and you can read a little bit about what I studied and where I came from, etc. Hopefully you read it, and then I'm going to look through all of your introduction blogs because I love that, meeting you. Here's how you can contact me. It's an online course, so traditional office hours don't apply, but if you email me, those of you who have had a class with me before, and I recognize quite a few of you, welcome back. Those I don't recognize, welcome. Hope you enjoy. You know that when you email me, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can also call me. And if you're ever in the Homer area and you want to stop by, that's where my office is, and I'll be in my office quite a bit this semester. So, under that is the syllabus. You have 2 ways of looking at it. I put the text version up here that you can look through this way, and then I also put a downloadable version here, which is also accessible. You click on the link, however your computer works, and then your syllabus is there in Word form, and it's accessible as well. Any announcements will show up. I've already made 2. Here's a little bit about online etiquette. We're going to have a couple discussions boards, basically based on the books that you're reading. Just be collegial. If you have an objection or a difference of opinion, those are good places to do it. Just, it's good for interaction, but you know the drill. If you need any support at all, you click here, and it's going to go to UAA Student Help and Support, where you have tech, accessibilities, all of the services, all of the things that you would need are right there in that link. Here's my late work policy. Each assignment and discussion will be due on midnight, end of day Sunday of that particular week. Our book review will be due midnight Friday. That's the only difference, okay? A letter grade is going to be deducted each day a particular assignment, discussion, book review, or final is late. And there's not going to be any leniency for getting your work in all at the same time at the end, because it's a lot of work and it's just going to be too hard, and I'll know that. But at the same time, if you keep up with class, you will be okay. Trust me. I'm not here to fool you. I'm here to help you learn a little Western Civ and read some books and learn a couple things that maybe are new to you. So, all of the directions for your graded assignments are here. Your introduction blog. This is just the directions. At the beginning of class, there's going to be a blog where you can upload a pictures of yourself, family, favorite sports teams, pets, where you traveled, where you live, house, car, whatever, anything you want the class to know about you. Tell them about your hobbies, what year in school you are, major, minor. It's a good way for us to get to know each other, and then you can also look through your classmates' blogs as well. And it's worth 50 points. So under weekly assignments is where you're going to turn everything in. Introduction blog is here. You click on blog turn in, create blog entry, title, John Smith, type in, I'm John, I went to Europe this summer, and I have my favorite cat's name is Fido, right? Then you browse your computer and you attach any files that you want, pictures of whomever, whatever you'd like, and then you hit post entry. Okay, I'm not going to post entry. And then when you post an entry, you're going to click on your name. Oh, and see, some people have already turned in, right? So then you can click on their names, and then their entry will show up, and then you can comment on them. It's really fun. It's one of my favorite beginning parts of the semester, and just you can meet some of your classmates that way. You might even know some of your classmates that you didn't know were in class. That happens a lot up here in Alaska because it's such a tight-knit state in a lot of ways. So that's the first thing you're going to be graded on. The second thing you're going to be graded on are weekly assignments. So each assignment is going to be done in a Microsoft Word, PDF, Google, or other document, and then uploaded into the proper assignment area. Each weekly assignment is due no later than midnight, end of day, Sunday of that week. Now, all information needed to finish each weekly assignment will be in the modules. So they'll consist of PowerPoint lectures, media, documents, and the assignments are short answers and definitions, and then your interpretation. Now this is important. We have 14 weeks of weekly assignments. You are only going to turn in 11. Okay? So 3 of these weeks you're not going to turn in a weekly assignment for you to get caught up with other classes, get caught up with this class, write a book review, etc., etc. Whatever you need to do that week to get back on track, or just take a break. So here's how a module works, and every week is going to be the same, just different information. I'll give a couple YouTubes. Here's a cool primary source of Hammurabi's code, and then here's our PowerPoint. So what I would suggest you do is look and see what I'm going to ask you for the assignment, and then look through what is going to be asked of you, and then go back and watch everything and take notes. So assignment 1 will be, and each short answer each week is worth 15 points, and you're going to do 2 definitions each week for 5 points apiece for a total of 10 points. So each weekly assignment is worth 25 total points. So the first assignment, the short answer question is right here. Give some idea of why Hammurabi's code and the Epic of Gilgamesh were written, meaning what are they, what would their importance be to civilizations back then. So you'd write 5 to 6 complete sentences on that. Anything that you think is pertinent. Now, the definitions, you're going to answer the who, what, when, where, and why, but most importantly, the significance of 2 of the following definitions. Neanderthals, the Fertile Crescent, Ziggurats, cuneiform, and or the Amorites. So you're going to answer 2 of these. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to upload an example assignment for you and put it in the weekly assignments section of your directions. But I would also like to say this. I'll give you an example. So let's say you did Christopher Columbus. Well, we're going to do Christopher Columbus in this class. Let's say you do World War II. One of your definitions. You'd say who, Axis versus Allies, what, the biggest modern war that started in 1937 in Asia and finished 1945 in Japan. When, 1937, 1945, where, all over Europe, into East Asia, and through the Pacific Isles, even into America, Pearl Harbor, and Alaska. There was fighting in Alaska between the Japanese and the Americans. But most importantly, you'd write the significance, and the significance is this. Post-World War II was fought, over 40 million people died, and the importance is after the war, the United States and the Soviet Union cut up the world and start fighting the Cold War for the next 50 years. And this will pit communism versus capitalism. That's the importance. Okay, that's the significance. The human death toll, you could write something about the atomic bomb was used, anything of that nature. So that's an assignment. You're going to click on assignment 1. You're going to type it out in some type of document. Don't turn it in here, because don't turn it in text submission or comments, because those are very hard for me to read. You're going to browse your computer. You're going to get a Word document. You're going to attach it. It's going to hit OK, and you're going to submit. And when you submit that assignment, I get pinged, so I know that you've turned it in. Okay? Easy peasy. Now, the third thing you're going to be graded on we're going to cut the Cleopatra book into three sections, and you're going to write, like a 1 to 1.5 page analysis on each section in the discussion board, and then you're going to comment on your classmates. Your first discussion posts and comments are due at this time, Sunday, September 22nd, October 6th, and October 20th. So, your first discussion and posts are going to be through chapters 1 through 3. You're going to go to Cleopatra discussion, turn in number 1. You're going to click on it. You're going to create a thread, and you're going to say John Smith's Cleopatra thread. And then you're going to either attach a Word document, or you're going to type in here, or cut and paste into here your 1.5 page analysis of that part of the book. You're going to hit submit. Now when you hit submit, your name is going to show up here and along with your other classmates. And so what you're going to do after you hit submit, and once other classmates' discussions start coming in, you're going to read and comment on at least 2 of your classmates. Right? So the analysis can include anything: what the author was trying to argue, what resonated with you, what did not, what surprised you, how does Miss Schiff do historically speaking, etc. Anything that you think is pertinent to your readings, right? And so you're going to create a discussion board for each section, and then you're going to type them up. And you're going to turn them in right there. There's discussion 1 turn in, discussion 2 turn in, discussion 3 turn in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video now, and then we're going to go through your last 2 things that you are graded on, and then we'll call it good.